Demi Lovato has over 130 million Instagram followers, right? 130 million impressionable young minds that are paying attention to what you're saying. And you came out last year and said that this was super important. Yep. I know exactly what I am right now. Now you come out and say, actually, I feel like my energy is balanced. I feel like I don't have a restroom.
That's the word I would use for her, balanced.
Yeah, exactly, balanced.
Well adjusted.
But here's the thing. On her Instagram page right now, she still has they, them, she, and she added she, her.
Well, she's a busy gal.
What she is doing now, and I can say she, but you could also say they, is including both sets of pronouns. So now she has all of them. Now, and I'm not, I swear to you, I'm not pushing anything on her saying that she's got history of mental illness. She does. She's been very open about that. Yeah. But given that that is something that she's talked about before, don't you think that you kind of walk with a little bit more caution into subjects like this before you push this out to your 100 million plus followers?
No, and it's not that she does that. That's not the problem. The problem is that the media treated it as absolutely legitimate when it happened, as opposed to asking the question that you are asking, which is a perfectly legitimate and a very important question. And this is what it brings us to. You know, I'll give you an example. When I was a kid, I was a little shit, okay? Because of Captain Planet, you used to do those PSAs, you said, don't wear fur.
Yeah.
And so my mom had this really nice, expensive parka that she got off of this show when she was a wardrobe stylist, and it had a fur on the hood. And I was like, I can't wear it, Mom, because it says, don't wear fur on Captain Planet. And I was like, but this is it's going to keep you warm when it's negative 30. We were in Montreal. Yeah. And I said, no, Captain Planet. And she got really mad. She's like, okay, I'll take off the fur. She did a really crappy job, so it looked like a pubic hair beard, so I still had remnants of the fur around my parka. Now, take that stupid influence where kids change their minds all the time and apply gender theory, which is very new, modern gender theory, to the mix. And of course you can influence young children, and even more so when they don't just see someone who's on Nickelodeon, someone who's on Disney, but they see everyone in legitimate media saying, oh yeah, this is a they, them. This is a person who's gender fluid. This matters because we've talked about this. More and more children are claiming that they're trans, but guess what? 87% of kids grow out of it completely. They completely grow out of it if you don't do anything. Keep in mind, people like, I was about to say Ariana Grande. It's Demi Lovato. They all sort of bleed together.
They do, yes.
They will grow out of it if you don't intervene. These same people were advocating for intervention. By the way, there are people who actually believe that Child Protective Services should be able to take your kids away if you do not intervene. If you do nothing, 87% of children grow out of it. If you put them on puberty blockers, 0% grow out of it. 0%. That is a very important statistic, considering that 42% of trans non-binary individuals attempt suicide. By the way, both pre and post transition. So when you have these people going out there and acting as though this is established science, and you have social media platforms removing people, even episodes of this program, Jordan Peterson removed from Twitter for not using the pronouns that Elliot Page will likely change within the next 20 years anyway, it gives it legitimacy to kids because it makes it seem as though adults have decided on this. And here's something we do know. The FDA just announced that puberty blockers are dangerous for kids.
I had no idea.
Things like brain swelling and vision loss. That's a nice way of saying tumor.
Yeah. How do you fix brain swelling? You drill into the side of the head.
Right. You drill.
Just make sure you die in the right bathroom.
Yep.
Well, that is important.
If you have to go to the bathroom, honestly, and I hate to go back to it, and you have to decide which one to go into, you don't have to go to the bathroom.
No, you don't.
Bad.
No. I've gone into the ladies' room.
No, I could be a felon because if there's a mailbox nearby, if everything's lost, I've used buckets.
Yes.
We've all been in situations where it's like, well, I have no choice.
Yeah.
I don't care what I feel like in certain moments, I'm using something that has a toit.
You could have warned me, though, because then I went hitting mailboxes with my bat afterward.
It's that kind of a mailbox. Side of the road.
And I had the rear window open.
Yeah. So you make a great point. Like, these are impressionable people.
I have projectile diarrhea. Let's go mailbox. Sorry.
So let's get back to the important point. We're children, but this is all very important.
I think that was the important
part. Yeah, exactly. The children part is the important part. There's a lot of people that made decisions, and I understand this. Like, there can be back and forth with people on this discussion, right? I'm fine. I don't really care what Demi Lovato chooses to do. I care about what happens to the people who follow her and go, oh, that's fantastic, because all of the people around, like you said, oh, this is to be applauded and this is 100% normal.
Right.
She can go and basically transition verbally.
Right.
She doesn't have to do anything.
We can't have a back and forth discussion, but they can have a back and forth switch of genders.
They can, but how many kids that follow Demi Lovato, how many people that are fans of Demi Lovato's music and will basically worship at the altar of Demi Lovato went out and said, well, I'm trans now, Mom and Dad, we need to talk about puberty blockers, or maybe I had a surgery, or think about how many people can't go and do what she just did. She just basically said, I think I'm going to go this way now. They're like, well, crap, I'm stuck on the ride already.
Yeah, I think it's just a play. She wants to be the new Cher, Madonna, Lady Gaga, and have all the gay
She have no
fans.
idea at all.
Well, the problem is, it's if you're supposed to embrace yourself, they do everything that opposes that.
Right.
It's like pretending you're everything else but you were born with.
Watch Louder with Crowder live, Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern.